Austin St. John, who played the original Red Ranger, just made the biggest mistake of his career. I know what you're thinking. It's not survival's end. The fact that $12,000 was raised on a flexible goal, which, guys, back in the day, that was the hustle. Come out with a movie, put a flexible goal. Even if you don't hit the goal, you get the money. But people donate it. I wonder, I see some people were granted some perks. Did they get their exclusive T-shirt? What about the digital movie? That's a big
Nope.
no. So it's not that, and it's not even the order, guys. I know he was the lead person in it, and he put everything on Carrie Ashley's fault. Hey, maybe she collected the money, but hey, did Austin get a cut? Did he really get a cut? No, this is not his biggest mistake, and I'll still have to wonder: did people get on that paintball trip? Did you go? Did you get to go on that paintball trip with Austin? Did anyone back it for that? I don't know. And it's not the fact that he hired Jason David Frank's former booking agent, Zach Taylor McGinnis, who had this to say about Jason as he celebrated his death. No, no, no. It's far worse than this, guys. It's far worse. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. And no, it's not Susan Matassi, even though I know she hates Jason David Frank. She, pokes fun at him from time to time, or used to, publicly back in the day. But frankly, pun intended, I suppose, she doesn't really care for Jacob Frank. Back in the day, he used to troll Austin and, even trolled his father. But she said this: he's not worth watching. His own dad won't have anything to do with him. He's just using his dad's name to get attention. He actually doesn't even talk to Frank. Yeah, I mean, at that time,
That's a truthful statement.
it maybe up until his death they were estranged, but this is not it. This is not it. And I know the PPP thing. I know he tried to get his money. I
Gotta get my bag and run.
he facing 20 years. I don't think he gonna go 20 years, but that is not the biggest mistake that Austin St. John has made. Listen to me. Focus. The biggest mistake that Austin St. John has made is he has endorsed a sex offender. That's right. That's right. I hate to say it. But hey, we gotta let the fans know. That's right. Jacob Frank is a sex offender.
Told me that he bent over and showed his cheeks and his whole asshole and had his between his legs, and she said my son exposed himself to me. That's what she told me. Jacob's a weirdo. He's a known foul. My dad had documents of court paperwork Tammy knows about, Francis knows about, of Jacob.
Before we get to his court docs, I don't even think that Austin realizes that Jacob is still on probation. That's right. But we're going to come back to that. We want to hear the video out. Now, look, I know he put like this sweet little caption to try to, gloss over the fact of there's a lot of stuff coming out about Austin St. John that maybe, he don't want you guys to know. So he put this on the post. At Pasadena Comic-Con, I met Jason David Frank's son. It felt like stepping back in time. Seeing and hearing echoes of his father's, Jacob's presence, filled with dignity, moved some to tears as he connected with fans. Who wrote this shit? Jacob has a heartfelt mission, selling his father's personal items to support his family and move into a house. Oh no!
Stop the cap.
I've pledged to help ensuring these precious pieces are offered directly by Jacob, not through my sites. This effort is about family, legacy, respect. To the JDF fans, this is a chance to honor Jason David Frank's legacy by supporting his family. Let's unite and spread the word and assist Jacob in his meaningful journey. Check out the video links to connect with Jacob directly. This is more than a transaction. It's about community support. Now, all this looks good and dandy and also gracious. And, Jacob is everywhere. He's on his TikTok. Look, even comic book, they picked it up. I mean, I don't know if this is a ploy because Austin St. John is getting desperate for some good press. I know. So many videos have been coming out and resurfacing of him talking about stories of 900-year-old katanas and fighting off 4 guys who was trying to kidnap his girlfriend at the time. Like, these stories, they look, they write themselves, man. They should be in the book. We're talking about the most interesting man in the world, right? No.
Nope.
Okay, so let's get into the video before we get to Jacob's probation, if you will. Now let's go. I can't believe Power Morphicon didn't run a background check on people they endorsed. I mean, a simple background check. Hey, probably a name search would have showed all his court records. But let's get to the video, if you will.
All right, guys, quick introductory. My name is Jacob Frank. Jason David Frank is my father. First and foremost,
I know people be getting tripped out by the voice. They be like, the voice, it captures me. They're used to whoever was trying to claim ownership of this video.
I wanted to give a big thanks to Austin St. John, Jason, for doing.
He said Austin St. John, Jason, because his name is Jason Lawrence Geiger, guys. I did a live stream on how we need to separate Jason Lawrence Geiger from Jason Lee Scott. I mean, you see what the legacy is turning into.
Doing what you did for me last month at Comic-Con. I went to Comic-Con and I wasn't expecting anything from anyone. And you lifted me up and you made me feel good during such a difficult time. Again,
a difficult time like that probation violation hearing, like we'll talk about.
And I wanted to thank you for your support, your kindness, and your guidance. You're such a down-to-earth individual, and I really appreciate that, man. You inspire me.
Oh my goodness, this is all publicity, guys. This is all PR. They probably got some backdoor deal like, look, you cut this video on me, say this script, and I'll promote your store on my sites and pages.
Real quick, before I get into the collectibles, I'm aware that there was a media hyped drama built around my father and Jason, but that's all it was. Jason.
Media hype?
Challenging my manhood?
Oh my goodness, guys, this is such cap. Like, look, do he even believe this? Do he even believe this? Oh my goodness, we saw Austin calling them Franken douche and backstabber and blamed him for everyone leaving and not joining his fake ass Jerry Maguire union. The list goes on, but let's hear Jacob Frank out.
Austin St. John, his character is truly that of a good individual, and so is my father's. That's all it was, media hype. They're both very great martial artists.
They're both great martial artists. This is in response to the video that I played where Austin St. John said he had 3 black belts. But if you go behind the paywall on FanWork, there's a video where he says he has 4 black belts. And if you're a real black belt and you look at the way Austin St. John tied his black belt in this video, you'd be like, wait. Something off. But let's let Jacob finish, guys.
Shout out to all the fans for showing your support and love to all the Rangers over all these years. You guys are truly appreciated. And without you guys, none of these people would be here today. So shout out to the fans. You guys are great, man.
Who wrote this for him? Was it Zach Taylor McGinnis? Like, could you imagine that? The person who's like glad your father is gone wrote your script for you to promote his client? That's wild. That's bonkers.
I love you. We all love you. Real quick, I have an eBay channel. My
Here come the grift.
father told me to let the fans know that I am the official store, guys, that sells JDF.
Wait. He said his father told him. Was it? When the last time you talked to your father? Like, these are some questions. Like, let's hear it back.
So shout out to the fans. You guys are great, man. I love you. We all love you. Real quick, I have an eBay channel. My father told me to let the fans know that I am the official store, guys, that sells JDF collectibles. I'll hold this up for you right here, right next to the camera, so you can kind of
He put it's JDF exclusive. He go, hey, here's my website, man. Go buy my shit.
see the eBay link. JDF exclusive merchandise. You can find.
Now look, this is a grift if you ever saw one. But hey, he trying to be like ASJ.
Gotta get my bag and run.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, right?
eBay channel there.
Nope.
Again, my father told me to let the fans know that I am the official store that sells JDF collectibles.
What else were you selling on that store about 6 months ago?
All right, now I don't have an unlimited supply. of merchandise, but the stuff I do have is pretty unique. So I wanted to go over.
I mean, do we really need to see him go through it? I think where does the part where he says he's trying to do this for his family? I think we need to get that.
So, guys, I'm selling these things not only because my father told me
Here you go.
to sell this stuff. You know, he's trying to help me out. He signed a bunch of autographs for me and gave them to me and basically told me, look, let's, start an official store. You can tell people that you're the official store.
Why is this just now coming out? Why didn't it come out when his father was alive? Like, what? So many questions. So many questions.
That sells JDF collectibles. So he was trying to help me out. I'm selling these items to help support my family, me, my kids, their mother. We're getting into a house. So
Whoa, Kimosabi. We're getting into a house? Now, when you see his probation, you're going to learn that he can't legally even live with his goddamn kids. Not without permission, of course. You know what I'm saying?
you guys' support is truly going towards a good cause. All right. There was a few other items I have here. Most of this stuff.
All right, now look, we don't need to see him griff, man. We don't need to see him griff. Now, I did check out the store. Oh my goodness, this shit is so overpriced. But hey, spend your money how you want to spend your money, for crying out loud. But I mean, for me, it's a no-go. Now, when it comes to his criminal history, this is as of what? Yesterday? You like, whoa. You like what?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I know. Look, guys, some people say I'm being negative. I'm just informing the audience of, the fandom of who they're supporting potentially. Now, look, this ain't the big case. This is just a little case. This just a little. He was arrested in 2018 for inflicting corporal injury to a spouse. I mean, this is baby mama. Hey, beating up the kid's mom. It's a no-go. But he would eventually plead that down to battery. Okay. Yeah, just a little battery. It is what it is. Now, here is the big one, right? So he's on probation, as you see right here. Doesn't expire till 2024. However, there was a slip up. There was a probation violation. They ran up in his door. And they found him with some stuff he wasn't supposed to have. And after he just snitched on himself for going to Comic-Con, you might say like, whoa, it may be some other stuff. So like, what did he do, guys? Now look, guys, let me warn you, this is some out there stuff, okay? And me, you know me, I dig.
You dig, bro. You like to dig.
So we'll go through it slowly, okay? All right? And here we go. So he was arrested for grape of an intoxicated person and the accused person knew, meaning he raped someone who was intoxicated and they knew she was intoxicated. This happened in 2020. All right. He was born I believe in 2023. So, I mean, 1993. You do the math. Okay. What else? All right. So charges filed. Unlawful intercourse with a minor 3 years or younger. God. What did he plead? Guilty. Pled guilty. Damn, man. This is crazy. Hey, man. They endorsing this? Oral copulation with a person under 18 years of age. How did he plead? Guilty. He pled guilty. This is a plea. What's the next one? Like, oh no. Oh, furnishing a minor under 14 with marijuana. What the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Now, if you look at this, you're like, wait, this is not some Romeo and Juliet. He was a teenager. She was a teenager. This puts the victim under 13 or under 14. And I actually looked up some of the laws and stipulations to see what they mean. Before, we'll get to that in a second. So, if you do what's written here, okay, it may well turn into a lifetime, offender. The other one participates in an act of oral with someone under 18 shall be punished by imprisonment or county jail for not more than a year. So that's pretty small. Charged when a person engages in unlawful intercourse with a minor more than 3 years younger than the victim. Like Jesus. So like you can kind of like gauge things, right? Like when a person 21 years of older engages with someone who's 16 years or younger. That's right. Like you can go to jail, yeah, I'm saying. But this is who ASJ is endorsing. Like you can't get it. And here's the penal code of, where he's giving her that, the devil's lettuce, if you will. But let's go back to his probation. Okay, because he was sentenced to probation for this. And there's some key ones that we need to discuss, okay? Some key probation violations. All right, so we're not gonna go through all of these, but like 11, let's try. Do not leave the state of California. So if you see him out of California, warn a brother. Yeah, I'm saying he ain't supposed to be doing that. 20. Woo, register with local law enforcement within 5 days or within 5 days upon release from custody. So, you got to let the police know, like, hey, where you at? Oh, I'm over here. I don't think you got to go door to door, but it ain't better. He can't waive any psychotherapist, doctor, patient privilege. Oh, sorry. He has to waive any doctor, patient privilege to enable communication between uh, the offender management professional and the probation officer. So if he has to go in for some therapy, there is no doctor patient privilege. That shit is donezo. They need to know what the hell's on his mind. I thought 23 was crazy. He got it. He can be subjected to a polygraph test just to see if the ninja lying. But here's where it starts to get deeper, right? Deeper. He cannot take any position where there are minors present. You see, so every job he has, if he got a job, you know what I'm saying, there could be no kids there. So it's going to make it a little harder to move. 28, hey, you can't be on no school campuses without permission unless enrolled into, as a student. So you got that. Now, do not consume alcohol. I've had conversations with him where I'm pretty sure he was drunk. But, that's neither here nor there. It's hard to kind of tell that over the phone. 33, do not associate with any unrelated minor unless accompanied by a responsible adult approved by the probation officer. God damn. Who is his responsible adult that's like, who has to carry him around? Jesus. 34. Now this is where it gets interesting, right? When you think about Pasadena Comic-Con, which you guys don't know, immediately inform your probation officer of any accidental or deliberate contact with a minor. Stay 100 yards away from places where minors congregate, including but not limited to schools, schoolyards, parks, amusement parks, concerts, playgrounds, swimming pools, arcades. Sheesh, hide your kids. Hide your kids. Now, here's the thing about Pasadena Comic-Con, right? It's a family-friendly PG-13 and under event. Please keep this in mind. Behave appropriately. Look, all you need to focus on is Pasadena Comic-Con PG-13 and under event. Now, he was there. He was likely invited there. The question is, did they know? Did he get permission? Because this is wow. Now, when it goes on to 46 and 47, he recently violated these two. According to the great state of California. Yay. Do not knowingly possess software designed to encrypt data or electric communications, except as authorized by a probation officer. He think he's some hacker or something, some black hat hacker, but they like, nope.
Nope.
Do not knowingly possess any encryption technology or software designed to delete, conceal, protect, or secure computer log files or electronically stored on data. Look, he can't own anything that's going to encrypt nothing. Now, here's the banger, guys. This is where it really comes into play. Pay attention. Number 51, right? 51. Dupes. Let's make it bigger for y'all. Let's make it bigger so you guys can see it. Okay? Because when he said he's trying to buy a house for his girl and kids, I'm like, bruh, according to the state of California, do not knowingly reside with any children under the age of 18, including but not limited to your natural children, God, stepchildren, or any child without whom you have a parenting, guardianship, or supervisor relationship, unless approved in advance in writing by the probation officer. So if he truly wants to live with his kids, he gonna have to, show some stuff, like show and prove. But what do you guys think about this endorsement of Jacob Frank, who, I get it, he wants to try to change his reputation. Austin St. John is like, I got people putting out positive press here, positive press here. What if we invite Jacob Frank to a con and have him around kids and promote his selling his dad's stuff? Now, if you do a little research on the dad's file, the eBay shop, you will see that he wasn't always selling his dad's stuff on there. But that's neither here nor there. We'll go through more of his criminal background in a little bit more detail in the live stream. Let me know what you think. Did Austin mess up? Like, does he know or does he know and just don't care? Let me know in the comment section. Like the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.